Elmer the elephant was very playful. He loved to swing his trunk. He loved to stomp his feet. Most of all, Elmer loved making new friends. One day, Elmer went to the forest. He wanted to play with someone new. He walked and walked, his big ears flapping in the breeze. Elmer saw a group of animals playing. He saw a bouncy bunny, a chatty monkey, and a giggly giraffe. "Hello!" called Elmer, his voice booming. The animals stopped playing and looked at Elmer. They had never seen an elephant before. The bunny hopped closer. "Hello," she said shyly. "I'm Bella. What's your name?" "I'm Elmer," the elephant replied. He smiled, happy to meet someone new. "Do you want to play with me?" The monkey swung down from a tree. "I'm Milo. We're playing with this bouncy red ball," he chirped. "And I'm Gigi," the giraffe added, bending down to say hello. "It's so much fun." Elmer's eyes sparkled. He loved playing with balls. He carefully took the ball with his trunk. Elmer tossed the ball high in the air. It flew up, up, up towards the clouds. The animals giggled as they watched it fall. But then, something unexpected happened. The ball bounced once, twice, and then disappeared. "Where did it go?" cried Bella, her nose twitching. "I don't know," exclaimed Milo, scratching his head. Gigi stretched her neck to look around. "It's gone," she said, her voice trembling. Elmer felt his heart sink. He didn't mean to lose their ball. "Don't worry," he said, trying to sound brave. "We'll find it." The friends searched everywhere. They looked under bushes, behind trees, and even in the river, but the ball was nowhere to be found. "It's no use," sighed Bella, her ears drooping. "We'll never find it. What if we never play with our ball again?" worried Gigi. Elmer knew he had to think of something. They needed a plan. Section 5. A peek into the cave. Elmer noticed a dark cave nearby. "Maybe it bounced in there," he suggested, pointing with his trunk. The other animals hesitated. The cave looked dark and scary. "I don't want to go in there," whispered Bella, shivering. "Me neither," agreed Milo, holding onto Gigi's leg. "It's okay, I'll go first," said Elmer bravely. He took a deep breath and stepped inside. Section 6. The Bear and the Bees. The cave was damp and smelled of moss. The air was thick with moisture, and the walls were covered in a green, slippery layer of moss. It was a place that felt ancient, untouched by time. Elmer's big feet crunched on the rocky floor. Each step echoed through the cave, a reminder of his size and weight. The rocks beneath his feet were uneven, making his journey slow and cautious. He couldn't see very well in the darkness. The dim light from the cave entrance barely reached the deeper parts, casting long shadows that danced with every movement. Elmer's eyes strained to make out shapes in the gloom. Suddenly, Elmer heard a low growl. It was a deep, rumbling sound that seemed to come from the very bowels of the earth. The growl sent a shiver down his spine, making the hairs on his back stand on end. He froze, his heart pounding. The sound of his own heartbeat was loud in his ears, almost drowning out the growl. Elmer's wide eyes darted around, trying to locate the source of the sound. Two bright eyes glowed in the darkness. They were like twin stars in the black void, unblinking and fixed on Elmer. The eyes seemed to pierce through the darkness, watching his every move. A big, furry bear emerged from the shadows. Its massive form was intimidating, covered in thick, dark fur that seemed to absorb the light. The bear moved with a slow, deliberate grace, each step measured and powerful. He was holding a sticky pot of honey. The golden liquid dripped from the edges, glistening in the dim light. The sweet scent of honey filled the air, mingling with the damp, earthy smell of the cave. "Who's there?" he growled, licking his lips. The bear's voice was rough and gravelly, filled with suspicion. His eyes narrowed as he looked at Elmer, sizing him up. "It's just me, Elmer," said the elephant, trying not to sound scared. His voice wavered slightly, betraying his fear. Elmer tried to stand tall, but his legs felt like jelly. He saw something buzzing near the bear's honeypot. Bees! They were small but numerous, their wings creating a constant hum. The bees seemed agitated, flying in erratic patterns around the honeypot. Elmer and the bear stared at each other, the tension thick in the air. Neither of them moved, both unsure of what the other would do next. The buzzing of the bees was the only sound, a constant reminder of the sweet, sticky prize they both coveted. The bear's claws tightened around the honeypot, his eyes never leaving Elmer. He was ready to defend his treasure, no matter the cost. Elmer knew he had to tread carefully. Elmer took a cautious step back, trying to show he meant no harm. He didn't want to provoke the bear, but but the honey was too tempting to ignore. The bees buzzed louder, sensing the tension between the two animals. The bear seemed to relax slightly, his posture softening. Maybe he realized Elmer wasn't a threat, or maybe he was just tired of the constant buzzing of the bees. Either way, the tension in the cave lessened, if only a little. In a surprising turn of events, the bear offered the honey pot to Elmer. The elephant hesitated for a moment, then accepted. They shared the honey, the sweet taste a reward for their newfound understanding. The bees, now calm, settled around them, content with the peace. Section 7. Working together for the ball. Elmer knew he had to be careful. He didn't want to upset the bear or the bees. He quickly explained about the missing ball. The bear listened patiently. When Elmer finished, the bear chuckled. "I think I know where your ball is," he said, pointing with his paw. The ball was stuck high up on a ledge. "How are we going to reach it?" asked Elmer. "Don't worry," said the bear. "I have an idea." Section 8. A splashy surprise, the bear called to the bees. "Buzz over to that ledge and push the ball down," he instructed. The bees buzzed excitedly and flew towards the ledge. They worked together, pushing the ball with all their might. Suddenly, the ball came loose. It bounced down and landed with a plop, right into a puddle of mud. The animals stared at the muddy ball. Then they all burst into laughter. Even the grumpy bear cracked a smile. Section 9. Friends forgive and forget. In the heart of the vibrant forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the flowers danced in the breeze, a group of friends learned a valuable lesson about forgiveness and friendship. "It's okay," said Bella, wiping a tear from her eye. "We can wash it." Bella, the wise owl, always knew how to comfort her friends. Her gentle words were like a soothing balm to Elmer, the little elephant who had accidentally dropped the ball into a muddy puddle. "And we found it together," added Gigi, nuzzling Elmer with her head. Gigi, the playful giraffe, had a knack for finding the silver lining in every situation. Elmer felt happy. He realized that the mishap had brought them closer together. He had made new friends, and they had helped each other. The bond they shared was growing stronger with each passing moment. They laughed and shared stories, their hearts light and free from any grudges. "I'm sorry I lost the ball," he said to his friends. Elmer's voice was filled with remorse, but his friends' smiles reassured him that everything was going to be all right. "It's all right, Elmer," said Milo. Milo, the kind-hearted monkey, patted Elmer on the back. His words were filled with warmth and understanding. "We're friends, and friends forgive each other." The words echoed in Elmer's heart, filling him with a sense of belonging and love. He knew that true friends always stood by each other no matter what. The animals all gathered around the muddy puddle and began to wash the ball. They worked together, their laughter ringing through the forest. Each splash of water was a testament to their unity and friendship. They splashed and played, forgetting all about their earlier worries. The forest was filled with joy and the sound of their playful antics. The muddy ball was soon clean, but more importantly, their hearts were filled with happiness and the spirit of forgiveness. The lesson they learned that day would stay with them forever, reminding them that true friendship is about forgiving and forgetting and always being there for each other. Section 10. Fun in the sun. The sun was shining brightly over the lush green forest, casting a golden hue on everything it touched. It was a perfect day for an adventure. The colorful ball, which had been a favorite toy for many, had a small tear. But with a little bit of care and some patches, it was soon as good as new, ready for another day of fun. The friends, a diverse group of animals including an elephant, a bear, a monkey, and more, emerged from the cool, dark cave into the sunny forest. They were excited and ready to play under the warm sun, their spirits high and their hearts full of joy. Elmer, the playful elephant, used his strong trunk to toss the ball high into the air. The ball soared gracefully, catching the sunlight and sparkling as it flew. Bella the bear, Milo the monkey, and Gigi the rabbit chased after the ball with enthusiasm. Their happy laughter echoed through the forest, creating a symphony of joy that could be heard from afar. Even the usually calm and composed bear couldn't resist joining in the fun. He gently rolled the ball with his big, soft paws, adding to the playful atmosphere. The animals played together all afternoon, their games filled with laughter and camaraderie. They enjoyed each other's company, forging bonds of friendship that would last a lifetime. The forest was alive with their joy, and the sun seemed to shine even brighter in response to their happiness. As the sun began to set, casting a warm, golden glow over the forest, the animals knew it was time to wind down. The day had been filled with fun and laughter, but now it was time to rest. Elmer waved goodbye to his new friends, his heart full of the day's joyful memories. He promised to visit again soon, knowing that the bonds they had formed today would bring them together again. The sun set, casting long shadows and a peaceful calm over the forest as Elmer made his way home, looking forward to the next adventure. Section 11. Friends Forever. Elmer walked through the forest, his heart full of joy. He had learned that making new friends could be an adventure. He also learned that even when things go wrong, working together and helping each other can make everything better. And most importantly, Elmer learned that true friends stick together, forgive each other's mistakes, and always have fun together. He couldn't wait for his next adventure with his new friends.